Jeez, I haven't done that since I was in the 3rd grade.
Russ.
Where's Russ? What? Oh, yeah, that's me, isn't it? Oh. Hey, you want me to lock it?
If you want. What brings you by?
You?
Oh.
Well, no, actually, see, I was on my way to lunch, and a funny thing happened to me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't understand why, but my car just sort of pulled in here all by itself.
All by itself, huh?
Yeah, all by itself. Really, all by itself.
Yeah.
You know, I thought, well, since our last date was such a big success that perhaps, well, lunch, you know, we could find out maybe if that would be successful, too. What do you think, huh? Maybe? Sort of? Kinda?
Well, it's not such a bad idea.
Well, okay, then.
give it a try.
Good.
Well, perhaps I should knock before coming into my own office.
What?
Nothing, honey. Just watch how you treat your mother.
Mom, you could have given me a heart attack.
My goodness. Wow, wait, see if I ever sneak up on you again.
That's the point, honey.
Hey, this looks good.
Why don't you stay and have some?
Well, I've already eaten.
Oh, that never seemed to stop you before.
Good point. But I really can't stay.
Well, suit yourself.
However,
You don't have to steal mine. There's plenty here. Now, did you come by here just to pick on your old mother?
what's wrong with it if I did, lady?
Oh, not a thing, honey. It's always good to see you.
Hey, Mom, you know, maybe I'll have myself a glass of iced tea.
Is that an invitation for me to get up and get it for you?
No, I'll do it myself. Actually, what I came by here to do is, I came by to see Mary Mason. Is she around?
Upstairs. You know that woman eats like a bird?
Mom, according to you, everybody eats like a bird.
With one notable exception.
Hey, Miriam, you want to come down for a second, please?
What's this all about, Jane?
Job possibility?
Hallelujah, that's wonderful.
Now,
Where?
Mom, hold on. I just said a possibility. The question is, did she really mean it when she said she wanted to work?
Well, there's one way to find out.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hi, Jane.
Hi, Miriam. How are you?
Fine. And you?
Great. Have a seat.
Okay, thank you.
You sure you're not hungry?
No, Mama, no, I'm fine, really.
Miriam, I have some news you might be interested in.
What?
See, before I started working for Jason Prescott, I used to work at the Office of Planning and Development.
Gene, that's a wonderful idea.
Mom, you don't even know what I'm gonna say.
Oh, I do too.
Wait a minute, did I miss something here?
No, it's just Mom jumping to conclusions. Anyway, the job I originally had at the Office of Planning and Development, well, that position was not filled after I left.
I knew it.
So, Mom, come on, gosh. See, because of budget cuts and everything, and, you know, they've done a lot of shifting around there, and the job that I originally had, well, it's a part-time job now, but it's very challenging, and it's a good job. And I can set you up with an interview if you'd like.
Ah, well, that sounds like a very difficult job.
Well, like I said, Miriam, it is challenging.
Yeah, I see. Well, does it pay much?
Well, you see, because the job is a part-time job now, they've had the pay scale's been reclassified.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, what do you say, Miriam?
Nancy!
Terry.
Mr. Carpenter. How are you feeling?
Same.
Here for physical therapy?
Yes, and an appointment with Dr. Lieberman.
Ted.
Miss Davidson? You two have met before?
Yes.
We're so happy to have Ted, actually. He's working out just fine.
Yes, indeed. Well, we don't want to be late.
Nancy, may I speak to you alone?
Well, as Charles said, we don't want to be late.
This will only take a moment.
Mrs. Davidson, if this is about the house, I suggest you get in touch with our attorney.
I promise you this is much more
Good day, Mrs. Davidson. Tap.
Security to first floor nurses station. Security to first floor.
Hello. Hey, Peter.
You?
Couple beers, Dan?
Okie doke.
Thanks. Something I said?
Excuse me. Come on, Peter. I mean, let's talk about it. After that, you can leave, okay? Vicky, isn't it?
Is it what?
The reason why you're leaving Prescott Development. Upset about our relationship, aren't you? Huh? Hey, I'll tell you something. There isn't a woman alive who's worth that kind of loyalty.
Let's leave Vicky out of this, okay? I'm aware of the way you treat her and the way you feel about her.
Okay, then what are you trying to prove by walking out? Huh? What, are you gonna run to her and show her how noble you are? Hey, that'd be good for one date.
I said
Yeah.
it's nothing to do with Vicky.
Then what are you so upset about?
Father. Tired of him acting like some sort of saint or something. It's kind of hard to swallow these days.
My father?
Yeah. I wish he'd stop treating me like he's my father.
Oh, well, that makes two of us, but what did he say to make you so upset?
Here you are, boys.
Tammy, I said 2 beers.
I could have sworn you said root beer. Well, too late now, right?
Yeah, right.
I knew you'd see it my way.
As if I had a choice.
Well, not after last time you don't. Peter, it'll be a minute on the hamburger. Cookie had to go shoot another horse.
So, who's this Sharon Landers anyway?
Oh, so that's it. Sharon Landers. Hey, I gotta tell you about her. It's useless to ask her to act like a human being. She doesn't do imitations. Also.
Yeah, well, what's the story with, between your father and her?
Well, she's a company lawyer. You know, she's been eyeing my dad for months now. Okay, well, us Prescott men are irresistible,
So
but...
I've been told, so I've been told.
So how'd she set you up? Huh?
What do you mean set me up?
Well, I know Sharon, and you're angry. She set you up. Huh? What happened?
Well, I think her feelings for your father is more than one way.
My father's a lot of things, but stupid he's not.
Well, neither is my mother, and I'm not going to let him string her along.
Can't you see what she's doing to you? Huh?
Oh, and I heard her say that he asked her to marry him, and also she was kissing him.
Listen to what you just said. You know, she told someone, and she kissed. Right? I mean, what was my father's response to that?
Well, that's not important.
That's the only thing that is important, Peter. I mean, she's got plans for my father, but he doesn't, he's not encouraging him. Instead, he's interested in your mother.
Ah, now, wait a minute.
No, you just wait a minute. Because if she can make you believe that something's happening between her and my father, then she knows that you'll go and convince your mom to drop my dad. She's using you to fight her battles. Yeah.
You think so?
Peter, she's a woman. I know so.
Maybe I should come back later.
Oh, no, we were just leaving.
We?
Yeah, I thought that I would give Marianne a little break and take her out to lunch.
No, you're not.
Dad?
We've got a business meeting, remember? Isn't this why you're in my office?
Well, yes, but it's not like I can't wait or anything.
Wrong. I got a very busy schedule today. I got to see you now.
Dad, you know it's not that important.
Marianne.
This is just a spur-of-the-moment thing for me. Listen, I'll call you later and we'll set something up.
Russ,
Okay? No, it's okay. Listen, don't worry, I'll call you. It was nice seeing you again, sir.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of all this?
Just hold on. I'll ask the questions around here.
Dad, I don't know when I've been more embarrassed.
Well, you got a reason to, running around like that.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
Oh, running around with somebody else's husband is nothing to be ashamed of.
Russ has never been married.
Well, that's even worse.
Oh, that's enough. Dad, you said you want to discuss business. Let's discuss business.
Marianne.
No, Dad. All right. I prepared these sketches right here, the cost estimates, based on the sketches.
Oh, my, aren't we being mature?
I'm not interested in being mature right now.
Obviously.
I'm interested in getting out of this office as fast as I can.
Well, then why don't you get out of here right now?
Business, remember? Anyway, the costs here are higher than I originally anticipated.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of our expectations have been disappointing lately.
If you don't mind, I'd like to stay on the subject, please.
I am staying on a subject, and while we're on a subject, take a look at this. Those totals are a lot higher than your regular budget.
The reasons have nothing to do with me. My wholesaler's prices jumped 18% at the beginning of the month.
Well, you should have been figuring that when you were figuring out the budget.
They didn't even know it was going to happen.
Oh, that's no excuse.
Dad, look, I budgeted a 10% hidden cost element in that. That's the best I could do.
Well, your best wasn't good enough.
All right, that's it.
Now, wait a minute. We're in the middle of a meeting.
Is that what this is?
Yes, it is, and so settle down.
Dad, I am 23 years old. I have a college education, and I am a responsible employee. No, correction, I'm an exceptional employee. And in most people's eyes, I would be considered an adult. Everyone's except yours, that is.
How am I going to be able to consider you an adult when you act the way you do?
You're being unreasonable.
Oh, sure. It's very unreasonable not to want my daughter running around with somebody else's husband.
You don't know anything about it.
His wife left him. You're a beautiful, available girl. What's there not to know?
First of all, I'm not a girl, I'm a woman. And if Russ Weaver made some mistakes in the past, should I hold that against him?
Oh, Marianne, you're an easy available shoulder to cry on. I'm a man and I understand that procedure. You would too if you weren't so blinded by his charm.
So, in other words, you don't trust me?
No, and because of that, I forbid you to see him again.
You can't do that. I'm an adult.
What are you talking about? I just did.
I really am terribly, terribly sorry.
That's all right. I didn't want to go home from work early today anyway. Oh, the heck with it. Let's just grab them.
Is this the Office of Planning and Development?
What's left of it? Is there something I can help you with?
Well, no, actually. Well, actually, it was. I came to see about the job opening, but I suppose it's already been filled.
Well, no, it hasn't. I don't suppose you're interested.
Well, I was, yes.
You know you have to pass a test.
I know. I even stopped off and bought a pen just for that purpose.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm looking for Vicki Lang.
Yes?
I'm Peggy Summers. I'm
Hi.
here about the job opening.
Oh, great. Have a seat, please. I was just about to give the qualifying exam.
Wonderful. Hello.
Hello.
Peggy Summers.
Mary Mason.
May the best woman win.
Yes.
You don't mind? I'd just like to get some information. Summers, you said?
Yeah, with 2 M's.
And you're?
Mary Mason. 1S.
Words you type per minute?
Only 95, I'm afraid, but I'm improving.
Miss Mason?
Well, I'm not sure exactly.
I'll just leave that blank for now. Shorthand?
120 words a minute.
Miss Mason?
Yes, I take it, of course.
Education.
3 years of secretarial school. I've had training on a word processor, and I've had some limited experience as a data processor.
Miss Mason?
I have a BA in liberal arts.
And work experience.
My resume.
Oh, wonderful. Miss Mason?
I worked for my father as a receptionist.
Anything else?
No.
Fine. You have 30 minutes to complete Part A and 20 minutes to complete Part B, and you may begin now. Here you go. You have to buy a pen.
Excuse me, do you know what time it is?
Oh, yeah. It's a little after
No,
2:30.
no. I know what time it is. I was wondering if you did.
Yeah.
You're Jay Reynolds.
Only to my friends. You may call me Mrs. Reynolds.
Oh, well, Mrs. Reynolds, are you aware that you've been sitting around here now for over 45 minutes?
See how time flies when you're having fun.
I'm being serious.
You could have fooled me.
I see that doesn't bother you. I said, I see that doesn't bother you.
No, but you do.
You know who I am?
I know, and I don't want to.
My name is Russ Weaver. Lester Lewis's administrative assistant.
Well, why don't you go assist him and leave me alone? I'm tired.
Mrs. Reynolds, do you know where I was about an hour and 15 minutes ago?
No, I don't, and I
was
don't
in the
care.
surgical staff lounge.
Well, bully for you.
You were there too, asleep on the couch, I think it was.
Did you enjoy the view?
You know, you got a pretty cushy job here. First a nap, then a 45-minute lunch break.
Who died and left you in charge?
It's my responsibility to make sure this hospital runs efficiently. Now, we can't do that if our employees run around and don't do the job that we pay them for. Now, can we, Mrs. Reynolds?
Let me tell you something. If you're going to be playing detective, you ought to get your facts straight.
You're not going to squirm out of this one.
I don't intend to justify my actions for you. But if you're going to drum up this story, then you better know a few things.
Like what?
Like at 3:30 this morning, I got a call from the OR asking me to come in for emergency surgery.
There was a little 5-year-old girl who'd been in a car accident. We worked on her till 11:30 this morning. She died. Yeah. I was sleeping. I needed it. I've been on my feet for 24 hours. Another 15 minutes, I have to go back to my regular shift. And according to my calculations, that leaves us enough time to finish this conversation.
Well, would you care to walk down to the supervisor's office with me just to verify the story?
I don't intend to verify this story to any wet behind the ears apple polisher like you.
I didn't think you would.
As a matter of fact, I'm tired. It's been a long day, and frankly, I'm fed up with your attitude. As far as I'm concerned, you can take your report and your attitude and shove them in a file drawer.
Hey, now come on, wait just a minute here.
These your reports?
Yes, those are my reports.
There's to your bureaucracy, assistant administrator.
It's AFFIDAVIT. T. The T, not D. Just bring it in here, okay?
There's no need to lose your cool, baby cakes.
I'm not losing my cool. I'm just tired.
You want coffee?
Who made it? You or Miss Hargrave?
Me.
No, thank you.
You don't have to get nasty.
Just give me the document.
Here.
Miss Farley, must you?
Must I what?
Chew like that. You know how I feel.
If I didn't before, I do now.
That is disgusting.
Does anything make you happy today?
No comment. It's much better. One comment, though. In legal documents, we don't usually X out lines.
Well, it's very neat.
Well, yeah, it's neat. It's good. It's just that that's just not the way things are done. That's all. Look, take it back and do it one more time for me, will you? Please?
Are you playing games with me?
No, I'm not playing games with you. You're really doing a lot better. Really.
Well, I'm entitled to a coffee break sometime, you know.
Yeah, well, look, why don't you go ahead and take that now? And then when you come back, you can try to finish that up before you go home, okay?
Right.
All right.
Harold, I want you to know I do not appreciate being referred to as baby cakes and big fella by your employee out there.
Miss Farley is part of my new rehabilitation program.
Miss Farley is a prostitute, and having her on your staff is both inappropriate and unprofessional.
Well, like you said, Charles, my staff. Now, what can I do for you?
You know, one day, Harold, you're going to go just a little bit too far.
Well, when I do, at least I can take comfort in the knowledge that you have preceded me. Now, as I said before, what can I do for you?
Well, whatever you're working on, I want you to drop it and go see Terry Davidson's new lawyer. Nancy is entitled to half of the Lindsay property, and I want to be sure she gets it.
My. Well, Nancy must be feeling much better these days.
And did you tell Alan that we were going to discuss this soon?
Probably.
Probably.
Well, you know how forgetful I can be.
Yeah, you better let me give him a call.
If you must.
I knew you'd see it my way.
Now, why did I know I'd find you here?
Beats me. You know so little about everything else.
Well, maybe a lot more than you think.
What's going on here?
Looks like someone's flexing his muscles. I think he's going to be disappointed, though.
Oh, real funny. No, he who laughs last.
Well,
Yeah?
I'm not laughing yet.
Well, neither am I.
And I'm not laughing either. What's with you two?
Well, it seems your friend here is using Peter Davison as her henchman and his mother as her victim.
I don't have to stand for this.
I'm afraid you do.
Jason, tell this overgrown orangutan to get out of my way.
Well, wait a minute. Let me hear what he's got to say.
Fine, do it without me.
Well, then if it concerns you, I'd like to hear what you've got to say.
Any response on my part to his accusations would be demeaning.
Well, how come all of a sudden you're getting kind of nervous, huh, Miss Landers?
I'm angry that you're subjecting me to this.
Well, what about you subjecting Mrs. Davison, huh? You think she's angry? Yeah, Peter is. But at least now he's wise to you.
What have you been telling him, Sharon?
Come on, tell him. How chummy you two are. Yeah, and how you're getting married.
What?
Oh, come on, Jason. You're not going to believe him.
Well, Terry and Peter have been upset lately. This would certainly throw some light on this mess.
Thanks a lot. How can you accuse me like that? You haven't even asked me what happened.
All right, what's happened?
He's lying, of course.
Oh, right, yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time, would it?
Come on.
He never has liked me.
You're right, but that has nothing to do with this.
Can't you see I'm the only thing that stands between him and the company? He wants nothing in his way.
Oh, come on, Sharon.
Do you deny it?
Of course.
Oh, that's enough from both of you. The whole thing's getting ridiculous.
It certainly is.
Well, it would be, except for one thing. One of us is telling the truth.
Oh, Terry, boy, am I glad I found you. I don't blame you for being mad. I would be too in your position. But listen, I checked the whole thing out and it was nothing but a big misunderstanding. It was all Sharon's fault. She was using Peter to relay false information.
I just want to know one thing. Did you spend the weekend with her?
It's not important.
That is what's important. Goodbye, Jason.
Terry, can't we just talk this out like civilized human beings? We owe it to ourselves to get this thing straightened out. There's too much at stake here for us to be acting like this. Come on, Terry. Terry!